evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, November the 28th, 2023. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Manchester held its Christmas parade last Saturday night. Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny talks with the Coffee County Economic Development Director, and Tennessee's unemployment numbers for October are out. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi, my name is Ringo. Here at Barkview Senior Living, they're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
As we celebrate the most beautiful gift in life, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, our joy, our peace, our forgiveness, and we at Stroups wish you a blessed and joyful Merry Christmas!
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Manchester got a jump on Christmas parade season with their annual parade held the Saturday after Thanksgiving in front of thousands in attendance. Floats were judged on originality, effort, and theme as it pertained to the theme of the parade, Christmas at the Movies. Floats were placed into one of two categories depending on the length of the entry. Regular floats were entries 20 feet or shorter in length. Large floats were entries over 20 feet in length. First place in the regular category was the Coffee County Circuit Clerk's Office. Second place was the Coffee County High School Cheerleader Float. And third place went to Grace Baptist Church. In the large float category, Huff and Puff Truck won first place, followed by Canvas Community Church and Gregory's Beach Grove Country Store. News Leader's Philip Scoggins was there, along with Thunder Radio's announcer Tiffany Clutter. Here are some of the highlights.
Coffee County Central High School Band. Of this year's parade is Judge Gerald Buell. Stick around after the parade and Judge Buell will be lighting the giant Christmas tree on the courthouse lawn. Hey Judge! Manchester City Mayor Marilyn Howard. Coffee County, 8 to 6 to 8, Valley Newman. Miss Team Coffee County, Oliver Leon Patton. I heard she makes a terrific pretzel salad. Coffee County, Bears of the Bear, Ryan Green. Pastor Flo. Canvas Community Kids Club. That is a club winner.
This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon!
Gregory's Beach Road Country Store. That's a big old biscuit. That is your large float third place winner, that Gregory's Beach Road Country Store.
Hey boys, I'll tell you what. You can each open a present while we're waiting for the next contest.
And the City of Manchester Christmas boat. Santa!
Let's gather around the tree for the tree lighting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas!
And once Philip finishes with the editing, we'll have the entire parade up on our station, YouTube, and Facebook pages. And don't forget, we will be airing the Tullahoma Christmas Parade live from our front porch on Friday night. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Continuing with coverage from the recent Lunch and Learn presentation by former Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curlee, We hear more from Lane about the history of Tullahoma.
Last place.
The original plan of the town founders was for the town square to be located in the 13-acre plot in the area around South Jackson Performing Arts Center. The railroad depot would be located at the Deckard Street crossing. It was soon decided, however, to move the depot further north, close to Lincoln and Grundy Streets, to serve both the branch railroad and the main railroad. Future town merchants immediately purchased business sites near the new depot instead of the town square. They sought the advantages of locations near the activities associated with the depot in those days. Although there were many merchants and businesses in Tullahoma, by 1862, business was entirely suspended during Tullahoma's occupation by federal troops. Before the war, Judge Catron, one of the United States Supreme Court judges, had a summer home here, and his grand colonial residence served as headquarters for both Confederate and federal commanders. Tullahoma was only a 10-year-old small village at the commencement of the war, but became a place of some strategic importance. General Bragg fell back from Murfreesboro, and he made Tullahoma his army's headquarters in 1863. The Tullahoma Campaign opened on June 24, 1863. Tullahoma was the objective of the Union Army of the Cumberland, and Bragg was forced to evacuate the town on the 1st of July. Guarding Tullahoma from the northern entrance was a 5-point earth fort, beginning near the site of the city's old filtration plant on Country Club Drive and extending west across the railroad tracks to Wilson Avenue. The 407 markers in the Tullahoma Confederate Cemetery on Maplewood Avenue mark the dead from the Tullahoma Campaign, plus casualties of illness, as well as the Battle of Murfreesboro and nearby skirmishes. Tullahoma remained under federal occupation for the remainder of the war. Wartime occupation wreaked havoc upon Tullahoma. Today, no buildings remain from the antebellum period. Businesses were destroyed, homes were dismantled, but the tracks of the Nashville and Chattanooga Railroad remained, and on these tracks would ride a rapid return to prosperity. Martial law would not end in the town until 1867, and a fire later that year destroyed many of the recently constructed commercial enterprises. But Tullahoma enjoyed a strong economic recovery during Reconstruction. 15 retail merchants had opened stores by 1867. The most significant was a Michael Ross Campbell, who arrived in town in 1865. In the decades to come, Campbell would prove to be a significant civic leader and tireless booster of Tullahoma's commercial and industrial potential. Mr. Campbell may truly be called the father of industry in Tullahoma. The immediate post-war years also brought Tullahoma notoriety as an excellent health and summer resort. Tullahoma was famous for its apparent immunity from epidemics and its health-giving waters. It attracted invalids, pleasure seekers, summer and winter visitors from the north, as well as the southern states. Not a single case of cholera, yellow fever, or any other epidemic scourge has ever been known here. During this time, Tullahoma was the best-known summer resort in Tennessee. Mr. Campbell's factory, plus another woodworking plant owned by Mr. Campbell, employed 200 people in the early 1900s. Hubs, spokes, golf sticks, baseball bats, and hockey sticks were manufactured in Tullahoma.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Welcome back. In this week's Mayor's Message segment from Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, Judd sits down with Stephen Crook, Executive Director of the Coffee County Economic Development Board.
Hello, I'm Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, and welcome to this edition of the Mayor's Message. We have a repeat visitor with us, just because we've been here quite a while now, doing quite a few episodes, but also because his job is one of the most important ones in this county, especially today. Stephen Crook, who is the Executive Director of our Industrial Board, he heads up a team of great appointees that help plan and recruit and land industrial jobs. And he, of course, has been instrumental in the new industrial site that's coming to Coffee County that the state of Tennessee is sponsoring. And Stephen, we'd like to get an update from you on not only that, but also what you can tell us about other projects. We realize a lot of things are confidential until they happen, and we respect that and would never ask you to cross any of those lines. So whatever you can tell us about expansions, jobs coming here, the new Coffee County industrial site, just a general update we'd love to have.
Yeah, well, my pleasure. Thank you for having me on, and appreciate the opportunity to share with the folks of Coffee County what's going on here at the Industrial Board. I think it was the Eagles that said it took us about 15 years to become an overnight sensation, and that's how economic development works a lot of times. A lot of behind the scenes, a lot of under wraps conversations, all driven by listening to the community and trying to do the best we can for our citizens. A couple things to bring y'all up to speed on. The locations in the last couple of years of some key industries that are growing and creating jobs here in Coffee County. The first one, Dot Foods. Crazy to think that we're, a little over a year since groundbreaking out there.
Wonderful facility that's
Absolutely.
Going to be, man.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to have them.
Great company, and when they came in on the day of the announcement with donations to the VFW, donations to our school systems, helping for child care services in Coffee County. That has not stopped. So they're working closely with the Tennessee College of Applied Technology on CDL training programs, donating equipment and getting some trucks up and running there. And so Dot Foods finishing up their building, ready to hire people and go to work.
And tell everybody real quick what their job is. What do they do as a facility?
They're a family-owned company with 7 distribution centers in the United States, 9 in the overall North American hemisphere, and they specialize in less than truckload food distribution. So they've got cold storage, dry storage, and freezer storage that help distribute our food to the stores that we buy all our stuff from today.
Yeah, that's great. Great to have them here. Great logistic thing.
Absolutely. A couple other things to bring you up to speed on. MDS Foods is underway with an expansion in the Joint Industrial Park. Builders First Source.
Proud of them.
Absolutely. Great company. Another family-owned organization. Been here a decade and ready to go.
They're a cheese manufacturer. They're a cheese manufacturer too.
Much like Great Lakes Cheese, they process bulk cheese into smaller amounts that we can consume, and very happy to have them here. A lot of our industry is growing. Great Lakes, Viam, Ravago, Schmid, TE Connectivity, a lot of folks hiring. So if you're a Coffee County resident out there that commutes every day or is looking for a job, we've got opportunities for you.
Well, tell us about the new site.
Yeah, be glad to. For those that don't know, Coffee County is home to the I-24 industrial site. This is a site that's been circling around the economic development wagons for decades, really. Was once a consideration for Bridgestone. About 5 years ago, it resurfaced as an opportunity, and my predecessor and the team helped to secure it under an option, really as kind of a preventative measure to keep solar farms or anything like that from gobbling up our farmland and turning it into a few jobs. Well, through the years, we've done evaluations on the site to see if it's viable for an economic development investment, and the state of Tennessee, with the governor's leadership, decided to acquire the site. And so moving towards closing on it later this year with the goal of using it as, to use your phrase, as the single greatest economic opportunity we've had since Arnold Engineering Development Complex, and probably the great opportunity for the next 80 years.
Yes,
so
I believe so.
It's a long-term investment.
It sure is. It's going to be transformational for this community. And I talked to a group last night at the New Union Church of Christ. There was probably 50 or 60 people there. And of course, they had a lot of questions. And when I thoroughly explained to them what was going on, at the end of the meeting, it was they were very appreciative of the due diligence that we've done. They're looking forward to that new TCAP that's going to be built there, which is going to be huge and state of the art. And Tennessee College of Applied Technology is going to help a lot of of our students that are graduating from our high schools here go to school tuition free and learn a very valuable skill that's going to earn them an extraordinary amount of money starting out. And all very positives. And they wanted to know, well, who's coming, you know, what kind of tenants are looking at it. And I said, look, all I can tell you is we have people look at it. Because of the confidentiality of things, and I wasn't hiding anything from them, I normally hear of projects by code names, like, you know, like Pencil or Light Switch or, you know, Project Nora or something like that. I don't hear how many jobs it's going to bring yet. I don't hear capital investments necessarily, but I do know whatever locates out there, the state's going to look for a pretty strong number of jobs, high-paying jobs, and of course those are going to spin off a lot of additional jobs in this county. And you've just done a great job, Stephen, and it would not have happened had you not been as dogged as you had and as patient as you've been, and brought together the team and kept together the team that you have. And like any other major project in this county, we've seen it with highway building, we've seen it with large infrastructure projects we've done. It's tough at first. It can be tough what's happening, but when it's over with, folks look back and say, wow, you know, what would have happened if we didn't get this place? You know, this is a great opportunity to keep our kids here and earn a lot of money. So, man, thank you a million times. We sure appreciate you. You can see Stephen, he's in our building here. You can call him at the industrial board. Stephen, what's your number if they need you?
Call us at my cell phone is 931-409-1622. You can find all our information out at the Industrial Board's website. Drop me an email, come by and see us, find out more about what we're doing here and what we got going on for the community.
That's right, and you can call me anytime too. Judd Matheny, Coffee County Mayor, 931-723-5100, and we'll see you next week on the Mayor's Message.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
Welcome back. Tennessee's statewide seasonally adjusted unemployment rate for October 2023 came in more than half a percentage point below the national average, according to new data from the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. The state rate was 3.3% in October, 0.6 of a percentage point lower than the seasonally adjusted national unemployment rate of 3.9% for the month. Tennessee's all-time low unemployment rate is 3.1%, last reached in August of 2023. The October rate is 0.1 of a percentage point higher than the rate from the month before, but is 0.2 of a percentage point lower than the October 2022 statistic. In Coffee County, unemployment rate is at 3.6%. That is up 0.3% since August and is 0.3% higher than 1 year ago. During the last 12 months, Tennessee employees added 40,100 jobs to the state's workforce. The education and health services sector saw the most growth, followed by the government sector, and then the other service sectors. In a month-to-month comparison, the three sectors with the most reduction in workforce included the leisure and hospitality sector, the mining, logging, and construction sector, and the manufacturing sector. The national average for seasonally adjusted unemployment in October inched up to 0.1 of a percentage point when compared to September's rate. The U.S. rate is 0.2 of a percentage point higher than it was this time last year. And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On this week's show, we'll hear about how you can get free Christmas tree and expanded Manchester Christmas Parade coverage. We'll have all that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. So this is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1990 at 74 degrees. Record low was in 1938 at 13 degrees. The average high for this day is 56, and the average low is 34. Clear tonight with a low of 21. Sunny skies expected for Wednesday with a high of 53, low of 32, and mostly sunny skies for Thursday, a high of 58 and a low of 42. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.